Hey guys, welcome to Entertainment Talk Nation. I'm your host Rob. This video we're going to do some more discussion on the Godzilla 2014 trailer number 2. We're going to discuss some of the Easter eggs and other findings in the trailer that have been dissected by a large amount of people. So let's get to it.
Viva Las Vegas! Viva Las Vegas! Viva Las Vegas! Viva, viva Las Vegas!
Okay guys, welcome back. Hope you liked that intro. Thought it was pretty funny. Alright, so look, first of all, I just want to say this. This is probably going to be another long video. There's a lot more to cover. And there's something else I want to address. Yesterday, obviously, was the Vegas thing. And I think that's just, at this point, it's going to be a running joke for a long time. So I'll accept that and just run with it. But today, I've gotten a lot of emails and a lot of people commenting in different videos about this leaked script. Now, first of all, there's some comments that I did remove because, you know, if you guys are insisting that this is the leak script is legit and this and that, all right, that's all fine and well. But you don't got to spoil it in the comments. You know, there are other people here who don't give two shits about the leak. They don't want to spoil it for themselves. So for those of you who were giving away anything in the comment section regarding the leak script, I've deleted it. I'm going to go through it again later and make sure that nobody else does it. But this, at least be courteous. I mean, a lot of you guys are really all over me today about this whole leak script thing. Why? I don't know. Is it because you want me to say I was wrong? I'm not going to say it. I haven't seen the movie yet, okay? I mean, you know, I don't understand how people can say that within a minute, a trailer that has 2 minutes and 30 seconds worth of content, it means that the trailer was true. I mean, the leaked script was true. So, look, if you guys want to roll with that, that's fine. Just because I don't believe it doesn't mean you guys have to be upset about. Like, it's almost like you guys want me to say, okay, I agree. I don't. I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you. From what I understand, there was 3 leaked scripts, or at least 2, somewhere in that number. I did read one, which I can which I didn't have to see the trailer to know that it was crap. I mean, so I don't know what other leak scripts you guys are talking about, but the fact of the matter is that I'm neither going to agree with you or anything because I'm not going to read it, and I don't want to hear about it. If it's true, then great, run with it and enjoy spoiling it for yourself. If you know, if that's what you want to do, that's fine. Just please don't spoil it for the other viewers who are looking at the video and interacting in the comments. There's no need for that. If you feel good about the leak script being real, if you feel good that it is a carbon copy of what you saw in the trailer, well, I mean, congratulations. Now, for those of you who are insistent that, you know, oh, it wasn't bullshit and this and that, I mean, I didn't read the one I think you guys are referring to anyway, number 1. Number 2, if it does turn out to be the movie, and I am wrong, which I'm not because I just didn't read those other leak scripts, but just for the sake of getting my point across, who gives a shit? What do you want me to say I'm wrong? I mean, who are we gonna win a medal because I'm wrong? I mean, I don't just see what the point is. Like, leaked script, you read it, you saw the trailer, it matches, congratulations. As far as trying to convince me otherwise, you really can't because I'm not gonna read it. So do me a favor. I understand that a lot of you believe the leak script to be true. Congratulations. I don't know that because I'm not going to read it. And the one I did read, I knew from the first 30 seconds I read it that it was bullshit. So just want to let you guys know. So, but please do not put comments or details about that leak script in the comment section just in case it is true. All right. That way you don't spoil it for other people. Just keep it to yourselves. Okay. That's all I ask. All right. So moving on. Okay, so lots to do. So let's talk about this first little image that everybody's been talking about all day. It's been a pretty long day for me. I've been at work, came home, take care of my kids, spent time with my wife. So, you know, I'm really behind on a lot of my videos, not just my Godzilla content, but in general, I'm just behind because the last 3 days have been so crazy with the whole Godzilla trailer, or the last 2 days, I should say. Well, we don't know 3 because Monday everybody was getting revved up. So for those of you who do watch my other content, I haven't forgotten about you. Just give me a couple of days to catch up and let this kind of die down a little bit. So now the other interesting thing, and I gotta give credit to KJ, who's a subscriber here on the channel. He pointed out this next picture to me. Now, and he was the first one to tell me, so that's why I'm giving him credit. There have been other people who came and emailed me much later or commented on videos much later about this next picture. And I'm going to pull it up right here. And that is the dead people in the cave with the bones. All right, so clearly, I mean, this one you can't even be denied. So now this is the interesting thing, because now one of the things a lot of people speculated with this scene was if it was an ancient relic or something like that, or, you know, something from 1954, whatever the case may be. I think the bodies in the bottom right-hand side probably prove that otherwise, unless there's another story in and of itself that leads to that. But I think those bodies lying there probably means that that's not the case. Number one, they're not fully decomposed. They're like maybe hours, a day. I mean, I'm not a doctor, but they're certainly not fully decomposed. So, you know, how they got there, if that's an ancient cave or relic, how they got there, I don't know. I guess you could argue that maybe they stumbled upon the cave and there's some sort of radiation or toxic poisoning that killed them. And, they, you know, I guess you could say that, but I don't know. It just doesn't really, it doesn't add up with the whole ancient or 1954 thing, unless that is 1954, which I doubt, because Serizawa's in this scene, and that's him right there, probably there on the right. So another one that we could probably lean towards. This scene right here is a plain mystery to me. I just can't really even begin to think what that might be, what that might represent. Some people are arguing that it's the Muto monster that was in the original trailer, the first leak trailer back in October. But I don't know. I don't know. You know, it's this is a tough one. I really can't guess on this, but I do find the bodies there being interesting, because that kind of, to me, until we see the movie, in my opinion, that rules out that this is an ancient carcass or that this is from 1954, because these bodies are not even decomposed. So I don't know what this represents, you know. Again, like I said, it could still be that they stumbled upon it, but who the fuck just walks into a cave and then drops dead, you know? But, you know, we'll see. We'll see what happens there. I mean, now another good screenshot is the one I've been talking about. Here's a really good shot of it. Now, the redness on the middle spike there, I think that is definitely a reflection of the fire. But again, and it's unfortunate because it's cut off at the top here. But again, this is, to me, very obviously not Godzilla spikes. It just does not have, to me, and actually the one on the left here, the big one, that's the one that to me is probably the most obvious. That's not, these other two you could argue they are, that's very similar, but this is the one that stood out to me, the one on the far left, the big one. That's the one that stood out to me as pretty much confirming that it wasn't Godzilla. The other thing is, if you think about it, the amount of space from the train track to the water below, Godzilla would astronomically tower over that. So this, I think you could argue, is either A, the arachnid Muto that was talked about during the 2013 Comic-Con trailer, or B, the infamous centipede / caterpillar, which I called it back in the day, because I did this whole speculation dissect science thing, that video I did a couple of months back. This could be that centipede creature, and because remember, we saw it on its back, so we're not sure whether or not it has spines. But again, of course, speculation. You know, we really don't know until we see the movie. But there's a good chance it could be one of those two. The only thing that leads me to believe it's more like the arachnid monster is because they did describe that monster being very small and being dwarfed compared to Godzilla. So That's what that could be. But again, at the same time, they never mentioned them being or having spikes, I should say. So again, it's just it's a waiting game on this one. So, but again, I think the dead bodies are obviously very interesting. That is a very, very compelling shot. That cave scene is probably the most mysterious scene out of the trailer to me. There are, I agree, a lot of Easter eggs. A lot of people are talking about the origami little birds in the scene where the nuclear plant is falling or crumbling. I think that's probably something you should maybe keep. I mean, there's definitely stuff in there that they're trying to give you. And they're not dumb. They know that there have been millions of people speculating on this movie for the last 8 months, and they're going to throw Easter eggs, Once again, I want to thank you, KJ, for emailing me the picture of the dead bodies. You were the first one to drop that on me earlier this evening, and then after that, a lot of people started mentioning it. So yes, to those who were asking me in the comments, I did see it. So anyway, guys, we're obviously going to talk some more about all this stuff going forward. Every day seems to be new things popping up. And yeah, that's it. For everybody else, all the content that I have planned, the Walking Dead preview, the fantasy battle, I think at this point is going to be a double header on Friday. I'm off Friday, so I'm pretty much done with one, and then I got to work on the other. So I'm probably going to do a double header Friday for the 2 fantasy battles, which is Unicron versus Galactus and Gamera versus King Kong. So those are going to go up Friday. My Walking Dead preview will be tomorrow. And as far as March of the King, I'm going to try and squeeze that in tonight. Right now it's 10 p.m., so you might see that late tonight or sometime tomorrow afternoon. But outside of that, guys, that is it for this Godzilla 2014 Trailer 2 video. Very, very good stuff. Dead bodies and looking more at the spikes. A lot of good Easter eggs we got to look forward to. So, yeah, that's it. Take it easy, guys. This is Rob signing off for E.T.N, where we don't do news, we just talk entertainment. See you next video.